Hello, this is AJ Shopa. This is the first video of my World Cup 2014 video blog. I'm going to try to keep you guys updated on my opinions on the tournament and each team and what the players are like. Group A, one of the toughest groups in the tournament. You got Brazil, Croatia, Mexico, and Cameroon. I have the home country of Brazil taking first place in that, and Croatia taking second place. I really think Modric's going to step up for Croatia, and they're going to be able to take down Mexico and Cameroon. Group B, you have the two of the last year's finalists from 2010. You have Spain and Netherlands. Obviously, Spain's going number one, Netherlands going number two. They still have a hard bracket because they have Chile in there and a really young, inexperienced Australian team, which I don't see making that much of a splash in the tournament. Group C, you have Colombia without Falcao, so I don't really see them advancing. I have Greece going number one and Ivory Coast going number two, and Japan, even though they do have some very talented players such as Kagawa, but don't have them really advancing much. Group D, which is Uruguay, Costa Rica, England, and Italy, supposedly the group of death. Don't really see it as that. I have Group G as my group of death. I have Uruguay going number one and Italy going number two. England is going to have an early outing this year. I don't think they can beat Luis Suarez and Cavani or Mario Balotelli and Pirlo. There's just too much experience and talent on both those teams. Group E, Switzerland, Ecuador, France, and Honduras. One of the weaker groups in my opinion. I have France going number one and Ecuador going number two in that group. Group F, which is Argentina, Bosnia, Iran, and Nigeria. Argentina and Bosnia easily being the two top teams in that group. I have Argentina going number one and Bosnia going number two. Group G, group of death. Germany, Portugal, Ghana, United States. Just four great teams. Always play well in the World Cup. I have Germany going number one and Portugal going number two. Picking the favorites there. Leaving the United States out, even though I do think they're going to be a tough opponent to beat for Germany and Portugal. They always seem to struggle against Ghana, though, in the World Cup. Group H, which is Belgium, Algeria, Russia, and South Korea. Belgium, I really think, is going to go make a name for themselves this tournament. They're a young team. They have some veterans, though, such as Vincent Kompany, Fellaini. I think they're really going to step up with the additions of Januzaj and Hazard and Lukaku up top. I have Belgium taking number one and Russia taking number two. In the second round of the tournament, Brazil is going to have to play Netherlands in mine, and I do have the home country of Brazil beating them, and I feel they're going to carry themselves well into the tournament. In the next second round, Ivory Coast is going to play Italy. I have Italy taking that just because they have more experience, and Ivory Coast is missing some key positions. The next round is France versus Bosnia. I have France taking that. France just has more talent than Bosnia. Bosnia's got maybe two main players that are going to pose a threat to France. Next game is Germany versus Russia. Germany's going to handle them pretty easily, I feel. So Germany's going to take that. On the next game, I have Spain playing Croatia. It's going to be a midfield battle in my mind. And Spain's got one of the best midfields in the world, so I have Spain moving on. Next game is going to be Uruguay versus Greece. I have Uruguay's taking that with Cavani and Suarez up top. I don't see Greece posing a threat to them. Next game is going to be Argentina versus Ecuador. And Messi's not going to go out in the second round. They have one of the best attack, and they have Di Maria holding down the midfield. Mascherano, Lavezzi, Higuain. I don't really see Ecuador being able to stop them. Then another game I have is Belgium versus Portugal. This is going to be a good game. If Ronaldo is fit, though, I have Portugal going through. Hopefully he gets in that game. For the quarterfinals, I have Brazil versus Italy. And Brazil being the home country, once again, I have them taking it. France versus Germany, that's going to be a good game too. I do have Germany taking it. Even with their lack of strikers, their midfield and defense is just too strong for France to break through. The other quarterfinals are Spain versus Uruguay and Argentina versus Portugal. I have Spain beating Uruguay, and I just nobody's gonna be able to handle Spain's midfield. It's the best in the world, like I already said. And Argentina versus Portugal. Everybody wants to see this Ronaldo versus Messi matchup. Being a Madrid fan, you'd love to see Portugal go on, but I really do think Argentina's attack is gonna be too much for them. Even though they're a little bit weaker in the defensive area, I don't think Portugal's going to be able to keep up with their attack, even with Cristiano Ronaldo on that team. The semifinals, I have Brazil playing Germany. Those are two powerhouses that everybody wants to see play. Brazil, I do have losing to Germany. Germany's just got the experience, they got the talent, they got the youth, they got everything they need, even with Marco Reus out now. Germany's going to go ahead and take it to the final. Spain will be playing Argentina on the other half, and Spain is just known for winning tournaments. They've won World Cup, Euros, everything. Like, Spain's on a hot streak right now, and I have them going back to the final for the second consecutive time. My final is Germany versus Spain, and this is probably the most predictable final. Everybody's going to be picking Germany and Spain. And Madrid fan, once again, I'm going to have Spain go ahead and beat Germany. Spain is on top of the football world right now, having both Spanish teams gone to the Champions League final. So I think Spain's going to be able to take it, even with Diego Costa still trying to familiarize himself with all the other players. I think he's going to be a big impact, giving them a solid striker with a little bit more youth than David Villa and Fernando Torres. So Spain's going to be my eventual World Cup champions. Thank you for listening. I'll keep you updated on the rest of the tournament.